Hey everybody, welcome to Steps and Stages. I'm Crystal. If you're just joining us, this is a weekly encouragement blog that I would invite you to like, share, comment, and spread to as many people as you can. It's my goal to get these messages out as organically and as expansively as possible. You could also click over to crystalbrown.com and sign up for our monthly mailing list. This is a weekly encouragement blog that usually blends together my musings as a mother, an artist, an educator, a disciple, a coach, into some practical tools that people can use to get to the next stage of their lives. And today I want to talk you through the steps that I go through when facing loss and think with you about light in darkness. So, as many of you know, I have a 10-year-old son and we live in America. And there are many times where I can flip on the news or my Facebook and people who look like my son may be under attack. There are times when that is frustrating to me. It angers me. It saddens me. But then I remember that there is a light inside of this darkness. And that if I let myself go into the other darkness, then my light may go out. It's the same reason that I talk to him about his behavior, his demeanor, his education, his mannerisms. And it's also why I take the opportunity every day to stoke the embers of his light. When you are in a situation or you are perceived as being less than, it's often challenging to see your greatness, to see your light, and to understand why you have to go through this or whatever the situation may be. When we're in a why mentality, we are in a victim mentality. And that doesn't disregard the facts. The facts are that there are tragedies happening. There are people's lives who are being taken. And there's a bigger truth that we only learn through growth. And sometimes that growth is not easy and it's really not comfortable. We talked last week about sandpaper friends and achieving you and how all the things, the elements, the consciousness, the situations, the circumstances that surround you are there to push, shape, direct, and mold you into who you are becoming. On an individual basis, we might always be able to see how those things are happening, but on a global level, on a pandemic level, on a racial level, it's hard to see with that type of spiritual vision. So I want to check in with all of you out there today, no matter what your phenotype may be, no matter what skin color you may be. And I want to think with you about what happens when one of us is taken for granted, when one of us is treated like other, when any one of us may be victim to the facts and may never grow to see our spiritual truth. On the continuum of life, there is a finite line. On our spiritual growth, there is infinite possibility. But when our humanity interrupts our spiritual growth, then we don't get to see the fulfillment of any of our gifts. So when does the light get squelched in you? I'm going to challenge you this week to think really hard about your purpose, the steps you're taking towards the next stage of your life, to identify the interruptions to your spiritual growth, even if the interruption is you, if you're becoming the victim in your own mind, if you're becoming less than in your own mind, and if you're taking out your less than mentality on someone else. Someone else is depending on your evolution. So it is your goal, it is your mandate, it is your job to grow no matter what, to reframe what's happening no matter what, to continually bend your actions, attitude, and acquisitions towards justice no matter what. I want you to think deeply about that this week. I know I'll be thinking deeply. I'll be going through these stages of emotions, looking at the spiritual being that is in my care to raise. I'll be looking at the facts of the world, and I'll be making my own alignment with what I know to be true above all else, which is that we are all bigger and better than the circumstances that surround us, that there is a light inside of each one of us that is continuing to shine and has a desire to grow, even when it feels like we're squelching it out or not paying attention or not listening to it. There is a voice that tells us how beautiful and how valuable we are. And there is a way that we as human beings can learn from each other so that we can all continue to grow, to be better together. I believe that, and I hope you do too. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, put some good energy out into the world, not just with this video, but with every word you speak and with every action you take. To steps and stages. Click above, get ready for that strategy call, you and me. Let's get to work.